Well, hello everybody, welcome. Good morning, good afternoon, wherever everybody is. Welcome to Orlando. It's been a while since I've been in this airport. We're doing it with the big yellow bird, because why the heck not, you know, big yellow bird is always fun to fly. I'll tell you, out of Orlando, I already started the boarding process, AP is already on. Everything is getting ready to cook, because we want to get out of here as fast as possible. Actually, you know what, the one thing I did not do is file on VATSIM. I just did that. Let me go ahead and connect to VATSIM. I don't think there's anybody here though, so we'll have to see how it goes. But yeah, thank you everybody for coming in. We're Spirit Wings 2205 to begin this flight, A321, and we are EF-HR. Here we go. All right, on VATSIM now. That's auto ATC. All right, so. There is actually a few aircraft here. Where? There's United 777 flying in from here. And I literally forgot what airside this is. Anyways, in Orlando, we're going down to Fort Lauderdale. Is it a little laggy? I think it might be. Going down to Fort Lauderdale. And let's take a look how long it takes. This is about a 40-minute flight. It should be a little less. We're going to be gliding along the east coast of Florida. So let's go ahead and get programming here. Boarding and fueling's already going on. So we're going to go ahead. Actually, leave this door open. Why not? There's boarding. And let's see. This goes over here. What are we squawking today? 1572. Am I on? Okay, 1572 to squawk. 1572. We'll recycle that transponder. Here we go. And I believe the CTAP trial is over, so we're just going to go over to Unicom. Unless that United is on something else. That United, what frequency is he on? There's actually two aircraft here. 124.3. Alright, yeah, everybody's just on Unicom. Got it. So, AP is running flight number. We are Spirit Wings. I already set this 2205, 2204 if we decide to do a flight back. Let's take a look at our here we go. 36, the cost index. Our cruise today, flight level 270. IRS will line. We're gonna go over here actually. Should have gotten a ATC. Here we go. 134.9. And then down here, max 0 fuel, round up, so it's 25.9. Okay, we'll update those numbers later if we have to. In the tank, in the fuel tanks, we have 12.2, and the alternate fuel is 3.1. Nice. All set. Now we're gonna go back to the previous page and get to the wind. Let's up that. Give it 1 second. One more time. Memphis Center is online, but we don't need that. So over to flight plan, we have. What did it give us? It gave where's our route? Hold on. Gave us a Danny 3 off of runway 35 left. So 35 left. The Danny 3 and then Jippet transition. Insert that. Go ahead, skim through that as well. That's already all loaded in. Go over here. Really quickly, while we are still on this page, just go ahead and get weather. Weather in Orlando is kind of long, I think, because we have some storm clouds coming in as well. That's why they're like moving along over there. And 070 at 14 gusting to 2. Okay. A little bit of rain. Temperature 283006. So we'll get that up on here. 3006. Temperature 282.22. Wind 070 at 14. Okay, we'll go ahead and set that up on the arc right here. We'll just scroll through. So again, it takes us along the coast right here, away from the storms. From Jippet, it's actually transition area. The CUDA 3 arrival. ILS 10 right. CUDA 3. Jippet transition. Take a look at that. And that is our flight plan. Beautiful. 10 right, we got that transition set up and ready. Alright. Next, we're going over to progress. We are over to KFLL. Nope, there's no K in there. Hold on. KFLL. Here we go. Fort Lauderdale. Beautiful Fort Lauderdale performance. Next page, there's a 250 restriction, but we'll go 200 after departure. Just so we don't have to roar out of here. Full speed. And really quickly, why not? We can go ahead and get this sorted out. Think it up. Weather. And calculate. It's giving us flaps 2 up 0.8. Let's double send it over. Almost on boarding here, and then to secondary. We have Punta Gorda as our alternate. We're gonna go K. Where's M? MCO to KMCO. This is in case we have to return to the runway. Secondary flight plan arrival will take 35 right because that would be the closest. And then over here. I thought it didn't work for a second. 30.06. Temperature 28, wind 070 at 14. We're all set. Well, did they raise the transition altitude? It doesn't matter. Here we go. Alright, all set. We're just waiting for our final numbers to get set. And for boarding to finish up. Because they still have bags to do, don't they? Yeah, there's a first. I think that this one's actually done. This one is done, actually. Alright, while we're waiting for the bags to finish up, let's get our charts set up. The charts are going to be, nope, over here. Orlando. 35 left. We're going to take this out of here. This is Charlie, Echo, and I believe we take Hotel all the way to the bottom. So, Charlie, Echo, Hotel. Beautiful. And then Danny 3. We're going to look up here, 7,000, the top altitude, 35 left, climb 050, insert 060 course, and cross Goem. Above 2,600 or at or below 250, then track 0885 with 7,000. So 7,000 we'll set up on here. When the bags finish up, especially like up here, because that's what we're waiting for, right? Yes, they are almost done here. And once they're done, we can start push. We can actually go ahead and finish up boarding. Excuse me, boarding's already finished up. APU's on. We can disconnect the external power. Seatbelts can pop on. This is on, right? It is, okay. Alright, so out of here, it's going to be like this, along the east coast and down to Jippet. And then for Fort Lauderdale, it gives us the CUDA 3 via the Jippet transition. So from here, we're Jippet. One of these. Coming down to here. Cuda, Wayner, 10 right, the runway we selected, and then we'll take it to any one of these gates here. It depends. If we have time, we can do a return flight, but most probably not. I just want to fly into Fort Lauderdale, really. I know this is Fort Lauderdale. I know this is the United States, but like I'm interested. Like, what's the rest of it? What's that airspace? Okay, never mind. So over to Orlando. Taxi route. Alright. Tablet is charging, so do 51%. We're waiting for that final thing. I don't even know what it's called anymore. Those are the runways, right? Runway thresholds? Yes, they are. Alright. We're gonna get ready to push. We're gonna have that on this side. Good morning, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our Spirit Airlines Flight 2205 service on Orlando. Flight time was up with about 40 minutes. I should be on our way in just a few. We're all set up here, getting the final paperwork set up, and we should be pushing in again in a minute or two. At this moment, please do pay attention to our flight attendants as they display the safety features of our Airbus A321. With information, we'll get you guys more down to Fort Lauderdale once we get in closer. So, without further ado, please fasten your seatbelts and pay attention to the flight attendants. Welcome on board. Close the cabin door. We'll lock that. Beacon light can come on. Fuel pumps can come on. Be ready to push. Here we go. Aircraft is loaded. We should have gotten our last load sheet. We can cross check that over here. 134.9 and 25.9. That's all right. Go to performance. That's the wrong one. My bad. Resync that. 35 left. 100 numbers. What's the same? Okay. Flaps 2 up 0.8 on the trim. We're gonna go nose right on Sierra. Beautiful. Let's push. Parker brake. Starting that clock. Let's not forget the camera because that's kind of important, you know? We're gonna shut up for that startup. I guess that is the most fun part of the whole flight. We actually have Jacksonville Center online, so I wonder, do they control Orlando? I think they do, right? We'll double check really quickly. Honestly, I have no idea. Hold on. Either way, we're gonna start engine number 1. So, everybody enjoy. Sounds up. We shut up. Engine 1 start. Starting to. Actually, wait, hold on. We're gonna actually taxi out on a single engine. Beautiful. So now, here's what we do. The APU stays on. We can flip that back here. And taxing out. Again, it's as simple as we saw. Is Jacksonville Center actually on? No, it is not. That was a fluke. That was indeed a fluke. Okay. So taxing out. Pretty simple. Let's go ahead and get her moving. Pull them up. Keep center line here. Up 0.8 was the trim. Up 0.8. Here we go. I'm gonna go ahead and turn that on as well. Wrong one. My bad. Butter pedals is taxi. Oh, really sensitive. What the heck? And a left turn right here. There we go. Drifting left. Yeah, we are. We'll start him up on Echo. This can be the first left. So right here. That's 21. We'll start engine number 2. Let's take off. Surveil. We have both engines online now. The bridge is going to be first right. Long way right. But not this one, but the second from here. This is the Delta terminal. This is a very looking nice one. And let's confirm flaps are 2, correct? Go ahead, arm these. Turn this on. Turn this on. We'll get this on and take off config. All set. We can get the APU off as well. It's gonna be this right. No, the next one actually, my bad. Not this one, but the next one. Correct? Yes. There we are. Gosh, I love playing so much, man. Alright, so just all the way down here. And it's gonna be, we're gonna take it up at Hotel 9. We're not gonna go to the very, very back. We do not need to. Is it a flex temperature? We do have a flex, right? It is a flex takeoff, okay. Lot of tendencies for departure. There we go. And we're way off. Awesome. Because that's what happens whenever I look down, of course. My rudder pedals need like an alignment or something because I'm not touching my rudder pedals. My feet are off right now. They're drifting in the center. Alright, let's prepare for takeoff. 1 second. Here we go. And line of traffic, Spirit Airlines 2205, lining up for departure runway 35 left. There's no other traffic anywhere here. There's no other traffic anywhere near us. So it should be good. There's a Spirit and there's 2 Deltas. The Spirit is heading over to Memphis. Beautiful. I did say right here, right? And we'll take that right here. And line of traffic lining up from 35 left for departure. The lights on. Let's get her lined up and make sure everything's on over here. Yes, it is. Spool them up 40. Line of traffic clearance to 205, taking out from 35 left. And flex. Keep her center line, please. There's hitting us. Now screens are lagging. Amazing. Jesus, bro. Alright, gear up. Alright, keep the flight director going. Autopilot. And level climb. That was quite a departure, huh? Not fun. Alright, let's try this. Oh, beautiful. They good now? That's beautiful. And flaps up. And the speed change. I'm not traffic disturbance 205 clear runway 25 left. There's a climb on. Where's row 21? Row 21. This is where I'd sat right here. Orlando back there, and downtown Orlando also our left-hand side. Up through 5,000 and 7,000. We're gonna go ahead and do. Is this on the spoilers? Flying through the clouds is not fun. Not in real life. Actually, no, hold on. It's actually pretty fun for me because I like having a bumpy ride. Up to 7,000. We'll go up to 15,000. Yeah, again, the wings don't really kind of disappear. But it's supposed to be a lot more turbulence in the clouds than it is. It could be it with the clouds, right? Yeah, that is it. Nice. F4 270. We'll watch that altitude and the lights as well. Okay, these can be turned off already. Ten 10,000 feet. Pop those lights off. So what I'm very, very interested in what all of this is right here. We can actually go ahead and not yet. Very interested in what all of this is. Merritt Island, Palm Shores. Got it. Oh wait, I'm in the cockpit, my bad. We go pop standard, and I'll get some music in a second. Have a cruise now? Alright. So, stop at ascent coming up here in a few minutes. It definitely changed the sounds a little bit. So 150 is where we're going down to. The seatbelt sign on. We'll head into the Clear 3. Here we go. Here we are coming through. Alright, what information? Gonna be in here. Here we go, there's stop at ascent. Little green dot coming through. We'll pick up on that. I do like the wind effects though. We're going here. Is there a way to change that, or in settings maybe? No, that's really it. Alright, so the wind's in Fort Lauderdale. Ladies and gentlemen, starting our descent into Fort Lauderdale. One information there. Wind is a little gusty from the northeast. Directly from the northeast. And temperatures are pretty nice there, about an 85 degrees Fahrenheit. But we're going to be coming in from the west side. So on the right side, we're going to have the Hard Rock Casino. We're going to have the stadiums all on your left side and right side. But we're going to be down on the ground in about 20 or so minutes. Thank you for your patience and early welcome to Fort Lauderdale on behalf of Spirit. More drag is what it's asking me for, so I'll give it a little bit of drag. What if I turn all this off? Okay. Oh, did they get weather working in here? Finally? No, okay. Alright, so destination data. We go in here. 29907 was it? 7. Temperature 29060 at 14. And then Barrow, we go over to charts. 10 right, the Barrow is 264. Should be all good there. Speed break, I know, it's been asking me for a speed break. I can bring it back in. $20,000 feet, and still no ATC coming in there. That's fine. 162.8 is what we're gonna be on. Quite a few aircraft in Miami though. We are flying about West Palm Beach right now, though. We're over here. Quite a few clouds, though. That's the sad part. I absolutely love this part of Florida. So, landing on, once more drag again. So, landing on runway 10 left. Here's the runway right here. Wait, what? 10 right or 10 left? Okay, we have 10 right. So, right here. So, 8,000 feet. We want probably around over here or over here. Probably over here, so we can be quite generous. Use low water brake with reverse thrust, of course. And our landing, we're at 8,300. We're supposed to be 7 points, so we're gonna burn off about 500. So 142.6, 142.7 or so. Okay, medium auto brake it is. There we are, 29907. I know. I didn't realize it could flash. Keep refreshing the meat charge just in case. from 5,000, and we're gonna go down to 8,000. Alright, so West Palm Beach, we did just round it. Doing a little bit of spoilers. We got a lot of clouds coming into Fort Lauderdale. Unfortunately, I do like Fort Lauderdale to be nice and sunny, you know. Finally got a company message. I'll look there. And then if we actually zoom in on here and scroll, it's not really giving us an altitude, is it? We'll go down to what, 4,000, I guess. 4,000 at Wanner. Put that in, just set it. There we go. Yeah, quite a lot of traffic into Miami. Surprisingly. There's 8,000 at Kuta. So we're doing good there. $8,000 feet. Then we're looking at 4,000 right afterwards. Alright, so now since we're getting below the clouds, we're starting to see a little bit of the coast. Not too much. It is actually quite cloudy here. So the clouds, lights can come on. This is an auto brake medium, correct? Yeah. Shouldn't be raining though. Here come the clouds. Are we looking at a pocket? Oh yeah, we are looking at a pocket. There we go. Now we're being thrown around a little bit. That is a lag spike. Why don't crash? We're gonna get the flight recorder up and running. It's a right turn downwind, so flight recorder. Cabin is ready. We'll ding them one more time in a little bit. There we go. Oh wow, there's a Florida coast. That's amazing. So that, I believe, is the Fort Lauderdale Executive Airport. Up over there. Raining a little bit here. Interesting. It's the, so the Fort Lauderdale Executive Airport. We're actually gonna set this for 3,000 so we can get down there fast enough. We're at 5,000 right now. Airport's out to our left, but of course we can't see it because of course there's clouds and rain. The ground. Can we see the airport from here or no? It's too far out. This is I-95 over here. Yeah, we flew by it. Back over there. Yeah, won't be able to see it, unfortunately. But we are descending. Should be at least. No terrain issues here. This is just all weather. Pretty coming through the clouds shortly. There we go. There's my beautiful add-on right there. Interesting, and it just ends all like that. It all ends just like that, seriously. There's just like nothing anywhere here. Ah, it's beautiful Sunrise Stadium. We're gonna go direct to Blaine. Like this. Yes, sir. Gotta get that speed brake out as well. Hard Rock Stadium in the distance. My add-on right there. And there's Hammerhead Bank. I don't realize how close we get to it. That was very nice. Alright, speed coming down. We're gonna go flaps 1. We'll go with the spoilers here. But it is flaps. Time for flaps 1. Opening this up. Is there anybody else approaching Fort Lauderdale? No, just us. The Americans better depart from 10 left anyways. For Charlotte. No idea what that cloud is doing here. Gotta go approach mode. Do we have the glide slope and the localizer picked up? Here we go. We're going flaps 2. We're gonna go audio up on the flight sim. Here we go. Flight attendants, prepare seats for the landing. Here we go. Basically on approach speed now. It's 2,000, about 7 miles out. And for Lauderdale traffic, Fairbanks 2205, about 5 mile final for runway 10 right. Signs are on. Seatbelts are on. They're all, everything's on. Cabin's ready. Boilers armed. We're gonna go flaps 3 and gear down. I actually never sat on this side before when landing, so I've never actually seen Hard Rock Stadium from this far away. All that right there is my mod itself. I'm the one who made this edition, this mod for it. So if you guys want it, I can link it in the description for the thing. Let me know if you guys want it or not. There's this beautiful place. So actually, on this trip, I went to a Miami Dolphins game in that stadium, and they bust us back to like right here, and we got some really cool pictures of this. We're gonna go flaps full. I'm gonna start the flight recording. Here we go. Alright, all the lights are on, all the transponders are on. That's all on. Go around to 2000. We're gonna taxi out. We know where we're going. 2000 to go around to go autopilot. My plane. Oh, it's very bright here.
200. 100. 50, 40, 30, 20, retard, drive.
A little bit of a floater. We'll take it though. Center line. And reversers. Not bad at all. We'll take that. I'm just gonna get these lights off. Stop this clock. Exactly 40 minutes. Very nice. Alright, so. Here we go. And make this turn. We'll go flaps up. Jeez, man. And that's it. We're good. Have the recording. There we go. Oh, we'll just roll her all the way back. We'll take any one of these guys. We'll probably take like Golf 9 or something. If we go over here, we can actually pick it out. We're on Char's parking gates. Here we go. Take probably Golf 9. Oh my gosh, man, come on. I'm actually gonna take Golf 14. Take Golf 14. And the plane just stops turning midway. Amazing. Golf 14. Because the APU started as well. Just right there. On the ramps, so we can get the tax lights off. Moving nice and slow. That's good. Let it roll a little bit more. We'll take that. Oh, there we go. Rock and brake. APU bleed. And engine 1 and 2. Let's take that. All lights are off. Seatbelts are off. Transponder comes off. We can open the door. Beautiful. We can go ahead and end our flight. What was the landing rate? -130. Okay, no, that was actually pretty good. So let's take a look at our flight plan. I'm gonna go ahead and make this visible. Here we go. Yeah, so from here, from this gate right here, out like that, it was Charlie Echo Hotel. We did go off a little bit. I don't know why 3D mode is on. Hold on. Good departure, pretty smooth. Flow like this. Along here, the Crater 3. Running around Sunrise, around Southwest Ranches, and into beautiful Fort Lauderdale. Rio Vista Isles. These were really cool to visit. And of course, you know, good old Hard Rock Casino. Where's... It's actually called something else now. It's called like Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. Hold on, so this is North Perry. Somewhere here should be... Here we go. Hard Rock Stadium. So the casino should be right here. Somewhere right here. Either way, -130 right over here. Bit of a floater, but it's fun. We did say center line most of the time, except on the touchdown, of course. And what is my average right now? -202. Okay, that's actually pretty good. What is that? Right, this is friggin' a dinosaur exhibit. Okay, not too bad at all. Not bad. So while we're boarding, shouldn't be too long. We're gonna go ahead and set up for... We'll start this clock. So 57 minutes airtime, and we were predicted hour 8. So we're about 10 minutes early, and 40 minutes airtime. We were about 40 minutes airtime. Beautiful. So we're about 10 minutes early. Good on time. That's beautiful. Alright, we're gonna disconnect from VATSIM. There's nothing, nobody really here actually. We're the only ones in Fort Lauderdale, just because we're the only ones that actually love it a lot. And we'll start the replays in a second. We're not doing a flight black. But yeah, again, we'll start replays in a second. Let me get my channel back up. Jeez, man. There we go. Alright, since everyone's done deplaning and deboarding. By the way, real quickly, beautiful Fort Lauderdale. I haven't been in here for a while. Real life for sim. I want to go back here so bad. Ah, yes, beautiful downtown. One of those hotels is the one I stayed at. I forgot which one. Like last week. Alright. Also, really quickly, what does it look like whenever the day is clear? Because, like, come on, live weather look kind of sucks. Yeah, look like a few clouds. Like, this is absolutely amazing weather to fly into Fort Lauderdale. This is what it looks like there every single day. Why do we have to have such depressing weather all the time? Of course, Hard Rock. And Hard Rock. And somewhere over there is Amaranth. I don't know where. There it is, Amaranth. But alas, this is live weather apparently. Let's do some replays, shall we? Panel state, ready, activate. We'll go flaps full. Let's bring her back. This way right here. Actually, no, hold on. We'll do this view first, because this view is kind of cool. Bring it a little forward. Yeah, right about that. Perfect. We did kind of slam it in, didn't we? I do want to see the outside view, and I forgot about that.
Don't sink.
So let's take a look at this view. I floated just a little bit. And of course she came down like a rock. Okay. If we come around to this side. There we are. Okay. So we did kind of slam her down. That's alright. Go like over here. I see, definitely see it. Probably shouldn't have been in a 130. I don't know. I don't feel like it was a 130. Could have been worse. Definitely could have been worse. Do one without camera, without music. It's maybe out here.
Don't sink. Don't.
Alright. That's fine. Take it all back. Bring it back over here. This camera view. Stop the music. We will start saying goodbye. Thank everybody for joining up. I know this was a bit of a short one. A little bit of short notice, but thank you everybody for being here. At any time. It really does mean a lot to me, thank you. And see you guys next time. I don't know when next time is going to be next time, but we'll figure it out eventually. Again, thank everybody for being here. Next time, probably next week, I would imagine. Next week, life goes back to normal for me. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you guys next time. I literally have nothing else to say, I'm not even going to lie. I'm a little tired. Alright, bye-bye.